Hey guys, Greenbird here. Hope everyone is doing awesome. Hope you're enjoying your summer. I know I haven't been very active lately. I do hope to change that, but I wanted to make this video because this is really funny. This happened to me and I want to share it. And I'm not mad. I want to preface this by saying I'm not mad. I don't feel scammed or anything like that. But I have spent a good part of the summer here just experimenting with Temu. I was never one to buy anything from Temu. You know, I'm still very skeptical, and I'm not recommending Temu or anything like that, but I want to share one of the experiences that I had, and I will share more as well, the good and the bad. This one is just purely funny. That's why I want to hurry up and get it out there. But I went on Temu to look for, you know, a couple of knives that I could get for some of my temporary bags, some of my get-home bags, maybe something that is only supposed to serve the purpose of a day or two or three, something like that. And one of the things that I always like to put in those bags are throwaway knives. So it's good to have a good knife, and you should always have one on you, but it's also good to have a throwaway knife in case you're in a situation where you have to use that knife for things you wouldn't normally want to use an expensive, high-quality knife for. So I do have my bug-out bag for a longer situation. You know, if it's going to be, you know, if I need to get somewhere and it might take me a week or two, I've got that as well. But for something that's just a 2 or 3 day kit just to get home, or to, you know, survive a situation for a certain amount of days, I like to have a throwaway knife. So I went on Temu and I looked for the best throwaway knife I could find, and I found one that was very similar to my Bear Grylls knife. Okay, it was about the same size. I prefer the blade part to go completely down. I don't like this saw part. I know a lot of people like that because it does give you that saw function, but I think you're better off just having a saw in your kit, or something you can use as a saw. I don't really like. I think that takes away from a lot of functionality of the knife. And as you can see, this one's been beat on quite a bit. It's not really. It's still, well, actually, it's still a little bit sharp. Yeah, it's quite sharp. But you know, it's served its purpose, and I still use this knife quite a bit. Has a fire striker. You can see that's been used quite a bit as well. In fact, this side right here, there's a little pit in it, or indentation. So I'll probably have to replace that at some point pretty soon. Also has a little diamond fine-tune sharpener for just keeping that blade sharp. As you can tell, I've used this one quite a bit. So anyway, I was looking for something kind of similar to that, a fixed blade, something that would go into a pack, and I found it and I ordered it. It was $26.97, I think I have it written on here. Yeah, $26.97, and to my surprise, it arrived just like this in a Bear Grylls Gerber beat-up box. You can tell this is just some box that somebody had somewhere. All the stuff that's supposed to come with it, the field guide and all that stuff, is not in here. I actually did open this up real quick just to take a look, and as soon as I saw it, I threw everything back in because I was like, this has got it. I have to make a video on this. So it came retaped with the tape that you see. This is not tape that I added. This is the side that I opened, so this is the side that I'll open once again. And what you have in here is this knife and this tool, which I'll get to in a second. So this knife, which actually I'm not disappointed in. I mean, the compass, these are always junk. So let me zoom in for a second. Sorry about the noise in the background, and the camera angle as well. So this is the knife. The compass, just plan on it being junk. Any little button compass like that is generally not going to work. But this is how the knife came. It came with a fire striker, and we'll test that in a second. Nice and snug, huh? And we'll show that in a second. Also came with this little mini flashlight, which seems kind of, you know, unnecessary, but I actually kind of like it. It's not super bright, but can you see that? We're in the daylight. This is perfect for if you have this knife on you or accessible where you know you can get to it. This is a great way to be able to get to your primary flashlight, is by having access to that if it's really, really dark. The fire striker, let's go ahead and try that out. I'm going to zoom back out for that. It's actually pretty impressive. I'm going to use the back of the knife. Oh, I hit the camera. Sorry about that. You can see that. Hopefully. Yeah, it actually throws off quite a bit of sparks. So for that, hooray, we'll call that a win. This knife is relatively heavy, so it's got some weight to it. I don't know if it's a full tang or not. I assume it is because of the weight. It's got a place down here for, you know, you can put a lanyard on it, or some paracord if you, for whatever reason, choose to wear it around your neck, which this knife is not really ideal for that. It did come out of the box really sharp, so I'm not sure how sharp this will stay. We'll do a video just beating the crap out of this thing further down the line, but I wanted to this was just so funny that it showed up in a Bear Grylls box. You know, some people might be out there saying, oh, you're getting scammed, they're trying to make you think it's a Bear Grylls. Yeah, you know, whatever. I'm smart enough to know I've ordered enough stuff from Gerber to know that this is not a Gerber knife. Plus, let's just what do you see as a difference? Alright, Bear Grylls, Gerber in general, but especially Bear Grylls, just never, ever, ever misses an opportunity to just plaster his name all over everything he makes and endorses. So if this was a Bear Grylls knife, it would be, you know, he'd have his initials everywhere, his phone number, his address, everything. He just would make sure that you knew this was Bear Grylls. As you can tell, I'm not a huge Bear Grylls fan, but I will give credit due when it's earned. And you know, the Gerber knives that I have, you know, they've held up and they've been good. So there's that. I'm not a big fan. It does have the diamond sharpener on the back. It's not angled like the one on the Gerber knife is. See how there's a little bit of an angle there? It's just to help you out a little bit in your sharpening. But again, it's not meant to really sharpen your knife. It's just meant to keep an edge on it. That's plenty suitable. Not exactly sure why there's no, you know, it's not like, it's just kind of loose. It's nothing to hold it down. I don't know. But anyway, you know, it's Temu, so what do you expect? Got a pretty decent belt clip. It's not, you know, super strong. I don't know if this would last. If this was your everyday carry knife, I'm not sure if that would eventually break off if you're taking it on and off. I do like the nylon, whatever that material is, loop that the Bear Grylls knife has, because it's a lot more secure. But it is what it is. Has all the holes in there for molly straps and webbing and all that stuff, if that's what you choose to do, if you want to attach it to your pack and stuff like that. I don't do that. That's not my thing. But, you know, it's there if you want it. You know, it's got these side loops, or these side holes as well, if you decide to carry it a different way. It does come in, it does go in and out of the plastic sheath pretty secure. You can't really shake it loose. Oh, there it goes. So maybe we found a flaw. If you're upside down on a tree doing upside down jumping jacks, it may fall out. But for the average human being, you should be just fine. So there it is. It also came with this, an actual Gerber tool. It's a useless tool, but it does say Gerber on it, which probably, in my opinion, maybe justifies why they put it in this box. Yeah, it's scammy. It's definitely scammy. But I'm not disappointed. Like I said, it's a decent knife. This knife would be a very, very suitable throwaway knife for any pack. You could take this camping for a week probably and be just fine with it. I don't know how well it will keep its edge. It is very sharp out of the box, I'll tell you that. Be really careful. And comes with a fire starter, comes with a flashlight, comes with a useless compass. But I'm not disappointed. For under 30 bucks, you know, it's what you would get a basic folder for, folding knife. I feel comfortable putting this in my short-term bag as a throwaway knife. So I just wanted to share this with you because I thought it was absolutely hilarious that it showed up in a Gerber box. Like I'm going to fall for that shit, right? It doesn't have any of the survival guides or any of the stuff that's on the side. It's just a beat-up, retaped Gerber box. So, you know, someone out there is making a buck, being entrepreneurial, and hey, you know what, I don't hate that, but just be aware that what you get on Temu is not always what you think you're getting. I'm going to test that plastic belt loop because I'm already kind of suspect, or suspicious rather, of if that's going to hold up. So this is what we compared it to. And I guess we might as well throw a spark with this one too, since we're doing a comparison. Yep. See, I actually think that the, okay, so the Bear Grylls knife, I think, shoots sparks more consistently, but some of those sparks that we got out of that other knife that from Temu was, they were pretty robust. Sorry about the planes above, but we are in World War III and I do live on the coast. It's probably a tanker right there. Yep, it is. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't be afraid to order knives off of Temu or anything for that matter. You might get you're going to get the good and the bad. You're going to get stuff that is subpar, and then every once in a while you're going to come across that one item that just makes it all worth it. And this knife, in my opinion, is one of them. In fact, I have another knife that I'm going to do a video on that I bought from Temu, $10. And I think it's worth every bit of the $10. Can't even buy a cheap throwaway knife from Walmart for 10 bucks. So anyway, I'll go ahead and post that video next time. In the meantime, I hope everyone is doing awesome. Love you all. Thanks for continuing to stay with me. Never in a million years did I think I'd have 640-something people that found what I do interesting. And if you're just here for the flint napping, jump over to my flint napping channel, Greenbird Naps. This channel is going to be more focused on kind of the fun stuff, and because most of the people that follow my channel are interested in the flint napping stuff, I thought I'd create a designated spot where you can kind of filter through all the stuff that you're not interested in and just go there and find that flint napping stuff. So anyway, hope everyone's doing awesome. Greenbird out.